Okay, so next up is my horse racing portfolio. So this is something new that I did in 2021. Horse racing was something that I kind of looked at for a number of years and wanted to try and make money, as it seems to be an area that a lot of punters do very well in, but I've never been that successful with it. However, this year I really kind of nailed down, found some good resources and some good sources to use, and I made a profit. So yeah, this year I made £4,420 from my horse racing portfolio. So I just thought I'd talk through who I'm using at the moment. So the first one is BethBet. Now I have done videos on BethBet quite in depth, but it's basically a service which flags up value bets on horses with their algorithm. And you can see here, this is last year's results. So from the 9th of July to the end of the year, I made £2,763 from them with 3,419 bets. So yeah, I have done some in-depth videos, so if you want to check BethBet out, take a look at them. And the next service I have used was from the Smart Betting Club. So the Smart Betting Club is a website which covers numerous tipsters. They do really in-depth reviews, and you pay about, I think it's about 90 quid a year. But when you pay 90 quid a year, you get all these free tipsters as well. And Kieran Ward is one of these free tipsters which I used. You can see he's just got, a very long-term record, profitable long-term record over 10 years. And you can see it goes in the right direction. Yeah, so if you join up to the Smart Betting Club, you get all of his tips for free, basically. So it's well worth it, even if you just want to use him. Like, they've got multiple other tipsters here. So I'll add a link in the description. Another tipster that I've used is Quentin, which is part of the Betting God stable. And again, he's just very profitable. He's got big lifetime profits. The only issue with Quentin is the odds. Because he's so popular, the odds just go really quickly. And he tips about 9:30 in the morning, so it can be quite difficult to get on. So the way that I use it normally is I look at his odds a little bit later in the afternoon, see if any of them have bounced back, and then I will bet them. But as I run a betting blog, I'll just add that I get his selections for free as well, so I don't have to pay for them. So the fact that his odds get backed in so quickly, that's not as much as an issue for me. But I mean, you can trial him for like £2. I think you get a 2-week trial and you can see how you get on. But yeah, he's a very good tipster, but like I say, I take a slightly different approach, but the benefit for me is that I don't have to pay for his tips. And then the last source is the Bastions podcast. So this is a free source. They're well worth following. It's a bunch of just very knowledgeable people that know a lot about horse racing, and they put out frequent podcasts. Now, I don't actually listen to the whole podcast. I just take the best bets and then use them myself and then go on, because my knowledge of horse racing is very limited. So for me, I just want to take their best bets and get on. But yeah, they're called the Bar Stewards Inquiry, and they're well worth a follow. Alright, so next up is UFC betting. So in 2021, made a profit of 3,546 units betting on MMA. So you can see there's 211 bets in that time with an ROI of nearly 13%. So there's not much to really add with UFC betting, as it's something that I bet on personally, and it's all based on my own opinion. So I can't really give too much advice or give you many edges in that area, really, because unless you understand the sport itself, then it's just kind of meaningless. But if you do want to follow my advice, I've started giving it out for free the last few months. If you just email me at ryan@smartsportstrader.com, I'll add you to the Discord group and you can receive my MMA selections for free. So yeah, this is something that I do year in, year out, as I'm a big fan of MMA and I'm a former competitor as well. So I've done pretty well over the last few years betting on it. Yeah, and it's something that I'll continue to do going into next year as well. The remaining profit for the rest of the year was £2,771, and this came from various different methods such as Betfair trading, which I've talked about before. I put together a golf portfolio at the end of the year as well, which made a few £100s. I used a few different other free tipsters and paid tipsters throughout the year, which I stopped using. And experimented as well. Like, I always try and come up with a few new strategies every year and test them out and see what works and what doesn't, as I think it's important not to become too stale. For example, when I first started betting, initially I was mainly just doing match betting and arbitrage betting, but anyone will tell you that, if you did them 10 years ago to now, the opportunities aren't really what they were 10 years ago. So it's always important to be trying out new stuff. And for example, with the horse racing portfolio that I put together this year, that's done really, really well. And in 2022, I expect that will make even more money. So yeah, it's important to kind of keep coming up with fresh ideas, and trying out different angles, because you might find something that's really, really valuable going forward. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it and you learned something from it, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, as that would really help me out. And I'll pack the description full of links and articles, videos that I've made related to everything that I've talked about in today's video. So if you're unsure about something or you just want to go more in depth, there'll be something in the description which will help you out. And overall, if you do want to make money from the sports betting markets, this is a really good approach. It's worked for me over the last 5 years. I've made a wage every year comparable to like my full-time job. So yeah, I know that it does work, and it's just you just start off with the easier stuff, the match betting, the arbitrage betting, then maybe add some casino stuff, value betting, and you just go at your own pace. Some people could do all of this within a year and do very well, but I've been doing this for like 10 years now. And I just kind of steadily kind of built up to what I'm doing now, where I kind of run things as like a little side business basically. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.